Man, we're gonna have to get home fast. Ooh, I forgot I have a Honda hat in here. It's about 96 degrees. Heat index here in Southwest Florida is about 107 last time I checked. Those brewskis might not be refrigerant cold by the time we get back. That's okay. Are you guys ready to talk a little bit about what's next for the channel? I've been speaking for a while how the Honda Grom just doesn't make sense for where I live anymore. I live out in the country now instead of the beach. That comes with a bunch of, you know, compromises, right? Riding my Grom around makes like no sense. It's not as easy to just stop by the store and pick up beer, even though I just did. It's just not quite as easy as popping into the Walmart that was in my neighborhood. Now I gotta go for a stroll. I gotta go for a stroll to get anywhere on the Grom, and it does it. It does it just fine because the speed limits of the roads around me are about 45, 50. So it does it, but you know what else is around me? Tons of sand trails that are begging me to explore, and it will open up a brand new way of riding for me. So dual sport is the answer. I don't know how much longer I'll have the Grom. Honestly, it's not a huge priority for me to get rid of the Grom and get a dual sport. It's just something that I know is going to happen. However, that reality might happen actually a bit earlier than I was expecting. The reason is Honda is sending me a press bike. They're essentially sending me the Honda Grom of dual sports. The XR 150L. It's their cheap. Actually, I think it's cheaper than. I'll double check. It's similar in price to the Honda Grom. 5-speed, under 150 cc's or somewhere around there. It's carbureted, and I think I'll have to do some tests because I think my Honda Grom might be faster. I mean, I'm sitting straight upright, weigh about 200, and I got beer on board. And we're pushing, obviously it's not GPS, but we're pushing 62 right now. A bone stock Grom doesn't do that unless you weigh $150 or something, but I'm getting the XR 150L for a long-term loaner. And I'll be able to head to the sand trails, rip them up, do some exploration, give you some Florida wildlife and adventure. Something that I tried to do on the Grom. And I'm like, yeah, I need a dual sport because I have street tires on here. And yes, you can put knobbies on a Grom, but then I gotta take my belly pan off, which looks amazing on here. I would have to, I just don't have enough ground clearance. And it's not like I have tons of rocks or boulders, but you know, you want ground clearance. Even if you're working with sand, there's enough elevation deviation at times to require some good ground clearance. Obviously the Grom does not have that. Ooh, a little Ferrari action. Beer's not getting any colder right now. Let's get this green. So we're gonna see if this XR 150L makes sense. Like, maybe I'll get rid of the Grom for it if I like it, if it suits my needs, if it takes me to the trails I feel like it does what I need it to, because more than likely this, like the bike that replaces this, it could be the XR, it could absolutely, but the bike that replaces this doesn't need to be anything too special. It needs to have better suspension, it needs to have more ground clearance, it needs to have better tires, or tires suited for sand. Nothing does well in sand. All right. Ooh, I didn't even realize that, but guys, I'm catching the draft here. 64. Better slow down. Grom's just too fast. I think the XR will allow me to behave a little bit more civilized. Well, at least on the road, because this bike, I just love the Grom on road. It's so childish. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see from the XR 150L. Obviously, I'm going to do lots of exploring. I'm going to test fuel economy. I'll test what it's like to ride on road or take it to the highway. In fact, I can't really take it to the interstate because the CCs are too low on it. I'll do comparisons between this the Grom and the XR. I'll tell you which is a better bike depending on your needs. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'll probably make at least 5 videos on the XR 150L until Honda takes it back and hopefully gives me something else in return. That would be amazing. Let me know what bikes you would like to see. I think Honda also had a Rebel 1100 in their lineup that they're interested in getting to me. I love to test the Honda Rebel 1100. That has an Africa Twin engine in it, around 1100cc, 270 crank. I think that Tacoma just flashed its lights at the car in front of it. It's getting spicy going westbound out here in the sticks. Oh, Popo. Man, they're stuck at the gate. That sucks. Since it's carbureted, I'm gonna have to find the nearest gas station to me that offers gasoline that doesn't have ethanol in it. Obviously, you might be saying, Kirk, you don't have to worry about it. It's not your long-term bike, but it's something that people are gonna want to do if they have a carbureted bike. Put ethanol-free gas in there. Be respectful. Hit 5th gear a little early, so I'm not making my neighbors angry. Yeah, but like I said, let me know in the comments what kind of videos do you want to see from the XR 150L, and what do you also want to see me test from Honda, the CBR 650R. I mean, that makes the most sense, as that it is a price-wise, it's a rival to my ZX4RR. I can make a lot of comparison videos there. Would you want to see the Rebel 1100? Let me know. I mean, the Goldwing, gosh, put me on a Goldwing, I'll take it down the keys the next day, assuming the wife says it's okay, and you know, that sort of thing. But that'd be so much fun. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for watching, and like I said, I cannot wait to see if the XR 150L is the right dual sport replacement for the Grom when I'm ready to move on from the Grom. It's going to be tough, but the Grom just doesn't make sense anymore, as I don't live in town and I can't take it off-road. Like, not so much in there. I mean, that's jungle, right? Welcome to the sticks. I'll see you guys in the comments. Peace.